Okay. God damn it, dude. Yeah, I know it's early. Oh, so I'm butthurt. I just wasted 20 minutes on this coaching video and my audio wasn't working. So that's fucking awesome. Okay, so I'm going to rewind and just hit the bullet points. Well, it should be more concise now because I've already watched it. Okay, so first, starting items. This is real bad. Against this lane, you 100% want to start stick. And, well, of course you're tired, bro. It's 5 a.m. Go back to sleep for a little bit. So you 100% want to start stick. You don't actually even have a stick in this game at the 15-minute mark in a lane where you absolutely should start stick. So you don't need to start six tangos. Where's your fucking hero? You don't need to start six tangos. Start one set of tangos. Drop these mangoes. You don't need these mangoes. Like, you're not playing a hero that is super. This isn't necessary. Get one set of tangos, one salve, a stick, and then a mango or whatever you can afford. A mango or two, whatever. But like, you have to start stick in this lane, and you don't need six tangos. I never start six tangos anymore. I always start three, and if I need more, then I'll get another set quickly. But it's a waste of gold early when you're just like sitting here stockpiling six tangos. Like, you don't need to have two sets of tangos at the very start of the game. One set of tangos, one salve, and in this case, normally I wouldn't start a stick. I mean, a lot of times I don't start stick, but in this case, I would start stick too first in your starting items. 100%, I would start a stick. So that's the first thing that I noticed that I thought was not good. Then here, let's see. Since I've already watched this, and I'm so pissed that I lost that audio because I was talking about a lot of shit, and I feel like it was such a waste of time. But anyway, so here you have one sentry, and we see here that this is blocked. So you see that this is blocked, and you block this at 1 minute already by standing on it. So you have one sentry, your courier's right here on its way back. 100% use the sentry to deward the small camp. If you want to block the big camp, that you walk to the big camp and block it at 2 minutes. And then get another sentry coming to block the big camp if you want to block it with a sentry. But you 100% this sentry has to go to dewarding the small camp. Otherwise, you might not get this dewarded until minute 3 because your courier's still here. It's got to go back and then come back. Like, you want this thing to spawn at minute 2 if possible, so that you have the option to pull if you need to, depending on how this lane's going. So this is a total waste of the sentry and not how you should be using it when you see that this is blocked before you placed it. So that was a really poor choice for the sentry. So not starting the stick, big mistake. Using the sentry like that's a big mistake. Also, just to show you, I've already watched it. So he actually placed a ward here. So if you place the sentry here, you get a D ward. So in this case, normally this wouldn't be the case, but you get a D ward. So you get gold XP, your camp spawns. Like, should have been dewarded instantly. But instead, as I've watched this game, you never deward it. It actually expires. This camp does not spawn until 6 minutes. So it's like you don't start the stick, you don't bring yourself a sentry. Like, those are critical mistakes, especially even if you don't start the stick. Say you're playing a hero and you're like, I just don't want to start the stick. I want the mangoes or whatever. That's okay, but your first 200 gold needs to go to the stick because this is a stick lane 100%. So just keep that in mind. You have to get the early stick, especially against a lane like this where you would have so many charges. It's really important. So those were my biggest takeaways from the lane, are not having the stick, and this D-ward situation was really using your sentry here and then not bringing another sentry. Like, you don't bring another sentry. You have to be buying the sentries and bringing them for dewarding this. And you already dewarded this, so it's like I'm sending out multiple sentries early, like, for whatever I need them for. So keep that in mind when you're playing 5. Like, typically, I'm not saving for boots as the 5. If there's a game where sometimes it happens, but for the most part, like, I'm buying like a stick, I'm buying sentries, I'm buying wards, like dust if I need to, like whatever I need, I'm buying, and I'm not like getting fucking boots right away. You can get them right away, but in this case, it's not good. Was this your sentry? Oh, you did get a sentry. But again, you're prioritizing blocking this camp over dewarding this camp. I don't understand. Like, I'm having a hard time understanding like what you're thinking here, because this is like needs to spawn. This camp needs to spawn. You need to get this D-ward. And this camp, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but like, I don't know. I don't feel like you're using your sentries correctly in this situation. Definitely D-ward your own camp. This camp's already spawned. So using the sentry, I don't like it. It's not how I would use the sentry. I didn't even notice that the first time I was watching. Trying to stop them from pulling. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand you're trying to stop them from pulling. I'm just saying I don't think it's how you should be using those sentries. Like this, your camp needs to spawn. This camp has already spawned, so like you don't need to block it right now. Like, because it's not spawning again because it's already spawned. Yeah, it sucks. Like, I just spent 20 minutes like going over all of this and explaining to you all this shit in like detail, so it's kind of hard now to try to do it again, but so you did a really good job though on really good job on getting the 6-minute rune and the 8-minute rune. Um one thing that One thing at the 8-minute rune, like there's some stuff was kind of minor, some stuff I thought was major. I thought the stick was major. I thought that what you did with the sentry was the last bolt your sentries was major. Um oh, it must have been the 6-minute rune then. Let me go back a little bit. So the 6-minute rune here. So you pick up this haste, and then like when you miss this cookie, you should try to just go back bottom, because it's pretty obvious we're not going to kill this guy now. And if we are, it's not going to be really because of anything you do, because your spells are on cooldown. So I think probably get back bottom, because you got to think that Monkey is like going to have a hard time without you here. SD and Razor have a lot of kill potential and can be really annoying, so you want to be gone for like as little time as possible. So it was super good to go get that rune, but then once it looked like we weren't going to get the kill, get back to bottom ASAP so that you can help this Monkey. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, no, I understand totally. And at the time, like, it felt like the right thing. I'm just, looking at it in hindsight, it's like you want to get back to Monkey as soon as possible. We're not going to get the kill probably, so I was being a psycho because I had 2 levels on the dude, so I'm just running at him. But yeah, no, it's totally understandable. But I already explained earlier. I'll talk about it a little bit more. It's a little bit annoying because I already talked about it on the first video. But the reason you want to get this dewarded is because, especially against Razor lanes, a hero like Monkey can. In this case, he actually did pretty well in this lane, but typically melee heroes, Monkey too, but Monkey not as much, against Razor are going to struggle really hard. So you actually are going to want to chain pull to help him to where he can farm, because you don't want to give him, it's actually even okay if they pull this camp, because sometimes like you just want chaos in this lane, because if it's just like a standard lane, Monkey is going to take a lot of harass against these heroes. He's going to take a lot of shit and be like threatened very hard. So like you actually can chain pull a lot more, and let him farm under tower, or you kind of want it to be a chaotic lane. You don't want it to just be like a straight up lane against Razor, because melee cores against Razor typically are going to get slapped. So like you definitely want the option to. So there's no reason to like not deward this in the first 6 minutes. Like you definitely want to deward this, have the option to pull when you need to. And I understand you wanting to block this camp, but like I was saying earlier, like deward this with your first sentry, bring out another sentry, stand on this camp at minute 2, stand on this camp at minute 3, like whatever. But like make sure you deward this so that you have options. And you do an amazing job of getting the runes at 6 and 8. So fucking good. So critical for this mag to not get these runes. Also, probably carry a smoke here. If you pop this smoke, this would be probably better. They don't see us coming anyways. We're going to end up killing Razor. I already watched this. But maybe carrying a smoke would be a little better. Okay, a couple more things that are coming up real soon that I want to talk about. So I meant to click this. Okay, I got three things coming up real quick. So first, this looks really bad. This looks really, really bad, this whole situation. Um, like, as you can see, Razor just hit 6, so we know he has his ulti for sure. We know that he didn't, like, already use it. Monkey's a quarter health or a third health. And right here, it's like you walk up and... Let me back up just a little bit because it doesn't really show. So here it's like, obviously this looks bad. And you walk up this way, which is fine. But then you have to cut left. You have to get out of here by coming back up and around this way towards Razor. I think you're maybe trying to rest or something. Plus, this wave is coming into your guys' tower. Like, you burn this really long cookie cooldown, 19-second cooldown, which you are definitely going to need right now because I've already watched this. But anyways, it looked bad. You got in a bad situation. You put yourself in a bad situation by kind of wrapping around the tree. It was like, that was just such a clear situation where, like, just run and don't take half your health damage and use your cookie, because now Monkey's like in a lot of trouble and you don't have cookie to help him. So anyways, not like the biggest deal in the world. The other thing, this is like a very chaotic situation that you're in right now. Like this, just the last 20 seconds, like you were up here, you fucking ran around, they were going on you, you had to jump with your cookie, you're running, you're worried about Monkey, now you're worried about yourself. But it is really important to buy the tome right at 10. And I don't think that you could have bought the tome and had it here and been level 6, but if you did buy it right at 10 and got the tome coming and you popped it, it could change things. If you had your ulti, maybe not in this particular case, because I don't know if you could have gotten it there in time, leveled up, done anything with it. It probably wouldn't have mattered in this case, but just, you don't get the tome until after 11 minutes in this game, and it is something important to get the tome right at 10 minutes and get that level 6, because things could have definitely been different if you were level 6 there. Maybe not in that case. I'm actually not really sure, but just, it is important. Don't wait till after 11 minutes to get the tome. Okay, I can stop fucking half speeding this. Watching myself in half speed kill Razor. Okay, and this next thing is something that I've well, actually, it might not be coming for a little bit here. This is good though. This is really good that you TP'd mid and you're getting these creeps, and while I'm bottom on neck doing other shit. This is good. It's important. One thing that I spent a lot of time talking about was, it's important to know like who you want to play around. Like, I'm really strong in this game, and so you're gonna want to play around me. And when you have I'm playing super aggressive, and you'll see here in a sec. So I think here we probably could just pop ulti and kill this fucking PA here in a sec, like, or at least maybe having the thought to stay here and pop ulti on PA. But it ends up working out. You come down and getting some good deep vision. I like that. You come down and get this kill on Mag with your ulti, which is good. But I would like to stay top. I would really like to kill PA here, but it ends up working out good. You get the kill on Mag. But here it's like, I just feel like you guys aren't playing with the strongest hero on the map. I'll show you like in a sec here. I'm level 12. I'm about to hit level 12 off these creeps, and no one else is over level 9. Mag's 9, Razor's 8, PA's 8, so I'm super strong. So like right here, and maybe this is lack of communication, like, but I need the boys to be like playing with me here better. You know, it's like you guys are like down here. You killed Mag, but now you guys are kind of like walking around, not really doing anything, kind of seemingly unsure like exactly what. And I'm up here trying to pressure, and I end up in a situation where I need that. I need Cookie. I need Cookie bad. And it could be a situation where I shouldn't have been there, but like I think that realistically we should have all been there. Like you, me, and the support should have all been there. And maybe if you got there in time with the Cookie, I wouldn't have died, and it wouldn't have been a disaster, which it did end up being a disaster with me dying there. You just don't like this Snapfire or this Hoodwink or what? You're just like, good luck, I'm not cookieing you. There it is. You saved him. Nice, just roll down here, kill this Razor. I like it. I like it. This is something that I've noticed in this game, but I've also noticed in other games playing together, where there's stuff going on that I think is like important. And like I'll kind of see you at certain times like farming a lane that isn't like what you should really be doing. Like right here, it's the same type of thing. You should be playing with your Necro. Your Necro is your strong hero. You should be playing with Necro. And you're kind of mid farming this wave, which is like kind of okay at this first wave. But then after this first wave, you want to be fighting with your team here. Like there's a huge fight going on at this T1, and where me and Monkey are here, and like support should be here. Support should be at this fight. Like there's no tower mid. There's nothing like here. All you're doing is farming a wave mid. There's no tower here. There's no pressure coming into your tower, and you should be at this fight bottom where like important things are happening, and you should just be thinking about playing around Necro. Like that should be your thought process right now. Is like, okay, the supports need to play around Necro because your Necro's actually trying really hard to like pressure and fight, and like he knows that he's strong and is trying to pressure towers and fight heroes and just basically make space and just like go hard. So definitely luckily your Necro's really good at the game, it looks like, so he double killed them anyways and is probably going to get this tower. But well, I'm playing Necro, so I want to like pressure. I'm trying to pressure their heroes. I'm really strong. I'm trying to pressure their heroes and their towers. Like there's no mid tier 1 for me to farm. Like I don't want to farm jungle like on Necro. Like I want to pressure their tower, and I can't do that if there's 3 heroes and I don't have any backup. I'm trying to like my goal in this at this time in the game right now is to like be a pain to them and not let PA and Mag farm back up into this game. Like they have a PA with the Battle Fury. They also have a Mag who has Empower for PA and himself. So I don't want to get into a farming war with that. And I have a Monkey King that's not even going Battle Fury. So I don't want to farm the map. I want to pressure them and take their towers and fight their heroes. So this is kind of a situation where I would like to not give up this area. I would like to have myself with the supports, which you were with me there, but we should have 4 heroes up here fighting for this area right now and cutting them off, you know? And I run into trouble in this game specifically because I am trying to like fight and pressure, and like I feel like I'm not getting backed up by my team as much as I need to be to play the way that I'm playing. So I need to adjust to that for my play, or my team needs to like help me out more, because I'm getting these situations where like I'm strong, but like now I have 2 deaths that I shouldn't have. So anyways, and then once I die, like you guys don't want to fight without me. Oh, that could have gone worse. That actually went good. But But yeah, I think that's kind of all I want to look at in this replay. I feel like there's quite a bit of stuff there. I don't play Snapfire, so it's kind of hard for me to see. Yeah, I think that the one of the hard things for me in games where obviously there's a big skill gap between us, and I'm looking over here at my other monitor. Obviously, I'm immortal. We have two archons, an ancient and a divine, and like I kind of just expect my teammates to like know what to do, and there needs to be more communication on my part to like tell them what to do, I guess, because it's clear that like I'm doing what I know we should do, but like I'm not getting backed up in the way that I feel like I should be. And then it becomes a frustration for me because I know that I'm so strong. Like I have 3 levels on the heroes on their team, and I want to fight and pressure and not let this mag PA fucking just AFK farm and come back and beat us and wait for PA to have a Battle Fury and a BKB and a Deso, and then we fucking lose. So I'm trying to pressure, but like I'm just needing like more help from everybody. But I've noticed that in other games too, like where we were playing the game together the other day, and we kind of laughed about it at the afterwards. But you were playing Veno, and you were a top, and there was a huge fucking game deciding fight going on down here, and you TP'd in super 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 late and tried and kind of came in with the flank, and I laughed about it with you, and we whatever. But like we really needed you at that fight in that case in that game, like we needed you to be at that fight initially instead of like you were hitting this top wave, and like it felt like you were kind of farming up here. I could find the situation if you want me to, but you were up here, and every other hero in the game was down here fighting in this like huge battle. And then you TP'd in at the end. Maybe you didn't. Maybe there wasn't recognition of what was going. Maybe you didn't like realize what was going on. And again, that was like lack of communication. But at the time, I even remember thinking like that we needed you at the fight, but you were up top, and I kind of just looked. I didn't really say anything just because I'm just like playing, and I'm not like wanting to like be like bitching about like what you should be doing or whatever. But there are situations like that sometimes where I feel like I'll kind of see you in a lane somewhere or something when I feel like you should be like fighting together with somebody else or something. And like that situation mid here, I felt like we should have been together pressuring against these heroes in this tower together. We should have been pressuring this. And but like overall, like I feel like you're playing pretty solid in this game. No, I wouldn't say that. No, definitely not. I think it's just important to recognize the situations and know kind of when your team is in mode like where they just like farming. When your team is in this mode where they're when your team is in like when your carry just wants to farm or your mid wants to farm or whatever, you have to kind of try to gauge what they're trying to do. Like when I'm playing support, that's kind of the same thing. If I'm not, I'll try to get them to do what I want them to do. But if I also am trying to gauge, like, okay, what are they trying to do? What does their hero want to do? Like, are they strong? Do they want to fight? Are they trying to farm? And then I play off of that. So like if I know my mid is like a mid that just wants to farm, like I'm not going to go try to play with him. I'm going to do my own thing and try to farm and get a little farm myself or back somebody else up or go place some wards or whatever. But like if I have a mid that wants to fight, like then I need to be with him when he's fighting to help him. It kind of just depends on the situation. You don't like just always follow him around. Like that's obviously you're playing a Dota game and you're trying to, do what you think is best. But especially like in this game too, you're playing position 5, so typically you're not going to want to like be farming over, doing something. At least this is the style that I play. Different people play different styles. Like there's people who play greedy, position 5 styles, and if that's the style you want to play, then that's okay. That's just not the style that I play. So if you wanted to be like farming instead of, doing whatever, then that's okay. It's just know that the style that you're playing. Try and think about what your teammates are going to want you to do or are going to want to do. And in this case, like I know in my head, and I should communicate this. I want to fight. I'm super high level. I want to fight their heroes and pressure them and stop them from farming. I don't want this mag and PA to come online. And I also went blade mail first item. Like, I really, really, really want to fight, and I want my teammates to fight with me. So in this case, like, we need to know that that's the plan, you know. And you are kind of running around now and doing stuff. It's not like you have been ignoring the game or anything like that. There was just one situation where I thought you should be bottom and you were like farming away with mid. But that's okay. I mean, it's okay to fucking farm a wave mid. I mean, it's not like a big deal. But after the wave, after you farm the wave, then you should have TP'd bottom and tried to help pressure that bottom tower afterwards. Like, that first wave was okay, the one that was here. But then afterwards, you spent probably at least 30 seconds running around here in this area waiting for kind of the next wave, not really sure what to do. It felt like when it was like, get to the fight bottom, like push that first wave, hit that first wave, TP bottom, and then fucking come fight with your necro who's pressuring the tower and fighting heroes. I don't know how we fucking, well, I don't know how we lose this game, but I guess we're only up 1k even though it's 19-8. And I ulti like fucking 3 heroes to get disrupted. I feel like I threw this game, actually. It's awesome that you're level 12, though. Is there another game you like want me to look at a little bit? Hey, what's up, baby? Hey, she sleeping? Cool. It's a tough situation because I don't necessarily think that was a bad TP, but there is like a lot of shit popping off mid right now. So we're about to have a team fight that you're not going to be at. I don't know how it's going to go. That Murano one I was speaking. Okay, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll jump to that game. It's hard for me to look at a snap game when I don't play the hero. It's fucking absolute insanity that we lose this game. But overall, like I said, I felt like you played pretty good. There was just like small things, very small things. Okay, I was watching. I was so disgusted when I was watching this game and how good you were playing. Giving these guys the fucking business, man. Yeah, hell yeah. What's up, Dusty? We got a Marana specialist in the house to help out. We got 2 Marana specialists in here. Yeah, totally. That's awesome having an Enigma to be able to hold the lane and you can go throw arrows around. Ugh. So in this situation right here, you can actually just stop this guy from pulling instead of going back. Like look at the clock. Look at the clock here and see that like okay, this guy wants to pull. That's why he's walking over here. It's 142, and like right here, it's like you're running back towards Jug, which you also don't have leap, so you don't want to run towards Jug. But also like for sure he's going to turn around and pull this, and then right now the wave that is going under the tower, that's great, but then like he's going to get this pull and it's going to kind of get it back to a little bit. It's going to be more favorable for them. Where if you just stick right here, attack these creeps and pull them down, Witch Doctor can't pull, and then they don't really have a way to get it back to where they, want the lane to be. So that's just like, I mean, I feel like it's kind of a big deal to stop that pull. Just be aware of the time, because if you would have realized the time like that you were, I think maybe you would have recognized that you should just stop that pull. And here, I mean, this is just obviously you don't have leap yet, so you can't walk up melee range next to Jug. I guess you don't expect him to cut down there. Luckily, you do have your boots, but take a lot of punishment for it. But the bigger deal there is the stopping the pull, I think. Yeah, Dur. Dur about the spin. Yeah. Good job getting this D ward like that. Right, what an idiot. I mean, I saw you were trying to harass him, but yeah. God, this Jug looks lost. Nice, buddy. Fucking slaughtered that guy. I was watching this, I'm just like, why doesn't he fucking do that when he's on my team? I mean, probably go try to fuck with Jug or something a little sooner, but I see you got that idea now. Make sure they're not getting any pulls off or anything, which they're not. But I would probably make sure that is this warded? I would make sure he's not pulling here. Just be aware of the time and the pulls a little bit better. Possibly roaming to top rune here too would have been good, because Austin is he's just farming under tower. So like this is a good opportunity for you to do like one of two things: either stop this pull or go hit the top rune at 4, which in this game it's not important actually, now that I think about it, because they have OD versus Invoker. Neither one of them is a bottle hero, so top rune's not so important, but that is something just to think about, is like that would have been a good option to hit the rune at 4. Speaking of Dur. Speaking of fucking Dur. Ah, you got the bounty, alright. But definitely stop these pulls. Definitely like don't let them get this pull off if you can. I just want to watch one more time. Oh fuck. Oh god damn it. Oh fuck, centaurs. Oh god. Oh no, no. Oh, there's a bounty. Oh thank god. Oh fuck. Nice, man. Fucking good stuff. Good stuff. Nice, brother. Great kill on their mid. Game's seeming to go great. We're 2-0. Can't wait for the wheels to fall off. He was talking shit, too. Damn. Nice, dude. This is a good kill on Jug. That was a nice leap arrow. I like that. Saying you only land arrow with OD setup. That's funny. Got your urn, I like it. Nice, dude. You're playing so good so far this game. It's fucking wonderful. Look at this guy. Super good fucking job covering mid here while OD's roaming top. The only thing you could have done better there was high five him on the way by. Nice, dude. Good job hanging around. It's like you recognize that you have an Enigma off lane. He doesn't need you. He can solo fine up here. And yeah, you're getting work done. It's good, man. Jesus, is this a crit replay? Oh god, if that would have hit, I would have fucking stopped. Why can't you just skill shot it, Dusty? Why can't you just land the skill shot? Nice, dude. The mana boots. Fucking sweet. How do you guys lose this game? It's looking good, man. Yeah, dude, he's fucking playing like a god right now. What am I supposed? I mean, he tells me to watch this game. What am I supposed to coach him on? I'd probably recommend like getting a ward maybe and placing it up here for some vision. Especially if you're gonna like be playing up in this area, it'd be nice to have vision of the area. Especially with their jug running around and stuff, maybe farming jungle or whatever. Be nice to have a ward up there. Oh, and there it is. Of course, he's a step ahead. And playing around this OD is super good. He's the one that has the setup for you. He didn't keep up with him, Ogre. Nice. Jeez. This fucking Mirana. Fucking goat shit. Nice, dude. First 10 minutes are fucking, you're playing so good. It's going great. And Austin's fucking handling business up top. while you're gone. Ah, owie. That was just obviously dumb. Everything you did in the last 10 minutes has gone to waste now because you just fed. It's all for naught. We can't erase that from our memory. Make sure you use your smokes too. You and OD together can take people out. Good D ward. Yikes, yeah, big yikes. All right, I think I'm going to call it on the coaching vid. I feel like we got some stuff from the Snapfire game that was pretty useful. And this game, you're just playing really good. And I don't know, just feeling really tired after work today and stuff. Hopefully the Snapfire stuff was useful, though. Yeah. Warding smokes. I'm not seeing a lot of like you using smokes in your games so far. Like take advantage of those. Use the smokes. Get the stick earlier. Yeah, play around the cores that want to play, that want to do stuff. You know, like if your mid wants to make space for your carry and fight and push towers and fight heroes, then you should play around them more. Just kind of have an idea of what your teammates want to do. So, anyways,